Soul on Cincinnati's 24-hour urban gospel connection, Inspiration 1050 AM and 103.1 FM WGRI.
And the Rocks is now going to be an international tourism attraction. It started with just rocks. It started with just rocks. So we said, give us the rocks. And the Rocks is now going to be an international tourism attraction.
For somebody to put some time into it like that, you got to be real. That's a big sacrifice to step out by yourself.
I dedicated 5 years in getting this to go from vision to reality. We needed to have public and private partnership.
All I saw was a bunch of rocks. I'm like, how you gonna put a Walk of Fame right here?
20 years we've been trying to figure out what to do with that particular lot.
What in the world? Like, it's just rocks, Commissioner Reece. So I'm like, what, they building a what? You doing what? What is this? What is she doing? Just listening to Alicia tell me how it's gonna be, I'm like, we can never make this happen.
Commissioner Alicia Reece had her ups and downs during this entire process. She even had to have knee surgery.
God prepared me for this journey, and I didn't even know it a long time ago.
Commissioner Reece told me, go to Kinko's and print off a flyer. And I mean, this is the morning of.
People from all over the world will come here and understand the stories behind our legends and our icons. We created the culture. It came from right here.
Wow. Every time I hear and watch that trailer of the documentary, it just gives me chills. Man, you guys you have to watch this documentary. The trailer is unbelievable. And just want to thank everyone that worked on this documentary. It is incredible. Y'all have to check it out. I've got people calling me saying it brings them to tears. And so check out the documentary. It's on YouTube. It's Alicia. It's From the Rocks, the Alicia Reece story. So type in From the Rocks, and you type in Alicia Reece, it'll come right up. It's absolutely free. You've got to see it. But this trailer is it's fire. It is fire. I tell you, Cam put his foot in this one. I want to thank everybody, Romaine and Aziza. I mean, this thing was a lot to put together. And we've got some people in this, when they say who's in it, starring in it. You've got Pastor Casey Smith is in it. Bootsy Collins is in it. You've got a lot of people in it. Check it out. You got to see the story because that's when we talk about the story before the glory, what actually happened, how it was put together. And hopefully it inspires someone else to move forward with your dreams, understanding that there's always going to be, it's going to be tough, it's going to be adversity, but y'all got to see this. And the cute kids, oh my gosh, one of the young ladies that played little Alicia, it was phenomenal. The animation that Avery put together, I mean, it's got it all. Pastor Quentin Monroe's in it, and so many people. Veda Stevens is in it. It's amazing. Some of the locations that we were able to, also film in. I want to give a shout out to Corinthian Baptist Church. Give a shout out there, and we had some. It was it was amazing. Y'all got to see it. Check it out. It's on YouTube, and make sure that you guys check it out. Okay. All right. Today's show, I want you to get to the radio. Thank you to everybody that listens to us on 103.1 FM, 1050 AM. This is our 8th year with the Alicia Reece Soul Food Show. I mean, 8th year. We've been doing this 8 years, and now we're streaming. We're doing it with the streaming style and everything because everybody's streaming now. We've been streaming. We've been doing this. And, they're catching up with us. But we've got incredible streaming that we've got going on. Those who are joining us on our social platforms, Alicia Reece Soul Food, please share. So we're on 3 platforms at the same time and 2 radio stations at the same time. I don't know where they do that at, right? So want to give a big shout out to there. So today, get to the radio, get to the social media, share, because we got a lot of information to give. If you know a veteran or you have a father, a grandfather, mother, grandmother, auntie that has been in the military, you want to make sure that you get to the radio because we've been leaving too many benefits on the table. Too many benefits on the table. When one passes away, we get the flag, we get the medal, but we're not getting the benefits. And so we're going to talk about the 2nd annual Hamilton County Veterans Appreciation Day. It's another idea that God gave me, and we are in our 2nd year. But first, and so we got that going on. We're going to talk about some different issues. It's kind of like, how they do Meet the Press, and we got a round table. I got a round table of guests today that we're going to give you information, talk to you about some information. So please get to the radio because whenever I come on, I'm always trying to give you some information. Now, I want to highlight a small business. They've been talking about it down at 138 East Court Street. Now, when I moved into 138 East Court Street, when you guys voted for me in 2020, when I first moved in, I'm telling you, it was when I came in, they said, I can't believe that y'all going to the 6th floor. And they said, why not? They said, because there's not a lot of diversity, not a lot of things happening. And there's been a lot of changes at the county, a lot of changes. And we've been able to make a lot of changes. And I'm proud of it. But one of the things I noticed, something new that's happening, there is a new, I call it hot dog hamburger stand. And it is Black owned. And I believe maybe the only Black owned, if I'm not mistaken. And it's at 138 East Court Street on the corner. And I noticed it and I said, wait a minute, they're not just having hot dogs. I see some steak and eggs and all that. And so I wanted to give a shout out. So we're going to go down to Court Street now. And on the line, we've got Lavelle Slayton. And he's got Buddy Carts. And yesterday I bought a hamburger. I said, you got to have some hamburgers now. And I told him a story when I was in college at Grambling. One time I thought that's what I wanted to do. I did a lot of research on franchises and everything. I said, man, I get me a hot dog stand at Grambling because I was always coming up with entrepreneurship. When you in college, you always got. I said, man, if I come up with these carts and then I can move, and then one day I'll be at the Eddie Robinson Stadium down there, and then I'll get contracts and I'll be moving and grooving. I had one problem though. I didn't have any startup money to get the one cart. So when I saw the brother down there, I said, I got to stop. So we go down to Court Street and check in with one of the new small businesses, Lavelle Slayton is down there. Lavelle, are you on the line?
Yeah, I'm on the line. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Now, you're down there and you got steak and eggs for breakfast and all that. Tell us a little bit about what we got going on. You popped up out of nowhere. I said, no, wait a minute. What's going on with this? And people said, no, he's Black owned. And I saw some of the sheriffs said, no, he's not your regular hot dog stand. He's got hot dogs, but he's got some other things. Tell us about your business.
Oh, well, yeah, I had this cart for maybe, I call it a mobile kitchen. So I had it for maybe about 2 weeks. This is like my 2nd week down here. So I was make hot dogs and mats like that. But so I spoke to the health department. So I need to kind of diversify a little bit and do something else. Because this is a gourmet street food, as I call it. So I went ahead and made some steak sandwiches and chicken wings and things like that. And everybody seems to like it. And the breakfast, I wasn't doing breakfast at first. I'm really not a morning person, but I see that everyone loves breakfast. So I went ahead and started getting up earlier and doing breakfast, and people seem to like it. So that's really what's going on right now.
So you got
But I
some
can't
breakfast.
complain.
What are you serving on breakfast so people know what you got? What do
Well,
you
we're doing
have?
a turkey. We're doing a turkey sausage, eggs, hash brown, and then your choice of drink. And then we also have the steak, egg, and hash brown with your choice of drink. I usually do it with. I usually make sure I have some orange juice. 'Cause you know it's early in the morning, so
Yeah.
I usually make sure I have some orange juice for everyone. But yeah, and I put a little A1 sauce on there.
I saw the
I'm selling
A1
out.
sauce over there. I said, you got the A1 sauce.
I might need to put some over there. I can't be giving all my secrets away, even though it's A1. But I put a
Don't tell
special
all
with
your
it.
secrets. No, don't tell it all.
No, I'm talking too much.
Yeah. Now,
No,
what do you
but it's
now for
all
the
good.
afternoon? What do you have? Because I went down there one time. They said he sold out. He ain't got nothing but some potato chips left. What are you
Well, see, what
serving
we
for the
do,
afternoon?
well, the afternoon I'm doing like the mets. You know, I'm doing like the mets, and I had the turkey dogs, and the turkey dogs, the hamburgers. I really made that hamburger especially for you.
Yeah, I
Gave that
told her
Alicia Reece
Alicia
burger.
Reese hamburger. We got
Yeah,
gotta have a
I
hamburger.
really made that especially for you because I already don't sell hamburgers, but like I'm thinking about doing like the walking tacos and something like that. I just really want to switch it up and give people a different little choice of what they wanted. You know, I mean, I'm getting little ideas. People give me ideas. Like I'm right down here vending now. I got an officer right here waiting. That's why I'm kind of
Well, listen,
tongue
serve your customers. I just wanted to let them know. And you're 138 East Court Street, across from the courthouse. And we got a black owned. You call it a gourmet cart? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's gourmet street food. It's
Gourmet
gourmet
street
street
food.
food. Yeah, gourmet street food.
Okay,
That's what
and
it
you
is.
own it. You're not there as
Oh,
just as a
no,
worker, but you
no,
own it.
I'm not as a worker. I'm not as a worker. I own it. Yes, I own it. I'm thinking about getting a chain of them, just like you were thinking about. You think when you was in college, I'm thinking about getting me a chain of these. I had a food truck before, but I mainly got it for my sister, and it really didn't work out. So now I'm doing this myself. I see it helped the community out. It helped me out eventually, but
Okay.
it is what it is, and I appreciate you having me on the show,
All right.
and I appreciate you giving me a shout out.
All right. Well, get back to those customers. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Alicia Reese Soul Food, and let me just say, we got an action packed show today, and I want to give you a couple dates so that before I get my guest on, I want to give you a couple dates that I want you to put on. Number one, I want to thank Beverly Odom. I want to thank BJ Odom for hosting a event for me. It's going to be this Sunday. I got a lot of people say, "Man, I want to support you, and you're doing a great job." And it's really tough out here because when you're standing up for the people, there's a price to be paid. People say, "Well, I ain't gonna support her." They tried to dry up my money. They tried to not donate. They'll donate might donate to somebody else, get them, you know, $5,000 and then give me $50. You get what I'm saying? So we have to do what we do. We represent the people. And so when we represent the people, we got to have the people and be financed by the people. And so we need your help. I'm not on the ballot this year, but we got to start now. We got to start now because we not millionaires and billionaires. And so we have a product where you can donate from you can donate monthly, come out of your check monthly, $25. I got a lady right now monthly, and she gets $25 every month, never misses. So we got monthly, we got so anything you can give, or you could give one time, but come by Beverly Odom, BJ. Hopefully, she'll be able to call in the show because she's got a heck of a thing laid out for us. It's on Sunday. It's after church because we in church on Sunday, but from 4 to 7 p.m. at Beverly Odom's home in Paddock Hills, she will be having a cookout, my annual cookout. We'll have some cookouts, and I want to thank Ollie's Trolley, who is another major supporter. Ollie's Trolley will have a cookout. It'll be at BJ Odom's home in Paddock Hills. If you want more information or you want to help and you want to donate, I need you to call 513-861-6033. 513-861-6033. And you can get the information. And BJ lays it out. She's got a pool. Hopefully it'll still be hot enough to get in the pool, but you don't have to get. I got some people, girl, I ain't got the beach body and I can't. We not here for beach bodies to get in the pool. I'm getting in the pool. I'm gonna put my feet in that pool, but you don't have to be in the pool. It's a cookout. It's whatever you can do, whatever you can give. Stop on through, and it's gonna be a good time. She says she got a DJ and music. And it's just gonna free food. It's gonna be phenomenal. And it's this Sunday, 4 to 7 p.m. In fact, I'll give you another number. This is the real number because BJ said call her directly if you can make it. It's 513-884-4998. I'm going to say it again. I don't know if we have it come across, but it's 513-884-4998. That's 513-884-4998. Now, if you say I can't make it, but I want to support, you can still call 513-884-4998. So I want to make sure of that. I'm going to double check our stream just to make sure that it is public, so that because I'm looking, I want to make sure the stream is working, and because sometimes the stream is not public. So I want to make sure we are public on my pages, and we're moving. Yep, we are. We're moving and grooving. Great. Okay, so share. We're going to be this Sunday, August 24th, and we're going to be at my annual cookout and pool fundraising event. It's going to be fun. And whatever you can, stop on through. Or you can call 513-884-4998. Ask for BJ Odom. So thank you, BJ, for hosting us. And that's where we'll be. Okay, the next date, I want you to get ready. Veterans. We've got it. It's this Saturday, August 23rd. Veterans Appreciation Day. And that's going to take place at Sawyer Point. We'll be at Sawyer Point this year for the second annual Veterans Appreciation, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you're a veteran, all you got to do is show your veteran ID. You have free parking at the lots surrounding Sawyer Point. It's 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., but 2 to 6 is when they're going to really get the business done. So you really want to make sure you're there 2 to 6. And then they've got, we also have entertainment. PN Everson Price, an all-star band, will be performing, as well as others. There'll be free food with food trucks, absolutely free. So there will be help for veterans. So if you know any veterans or you are a veteran, you need to be at this event, because we're bringing all of the information and the resources and the people that have the information and the resources to a one-stop location. We kicked it off last year. It was successful. Great American Ballpark. We helped 3,000 veterans. Now we're at Sawyer Point, and we want to help even more. So please come on down. You can bring the whole family. You need the family, because if something happens, the family needs to know what benefits they're supposed to be getting. Okay. So that will be happening then. Now we're getting ready. I'm trying to see, do I have my other caller on? No, not yet. Okay. We're going to now bring in Veda Stevens, my chief of staff. Veda.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Commissioner Reece.
Oh my gosh. Good afternoon. Now, Veda, for the walkthrough as we're getting ready for Saturday.
Yeah.
And we want to make it right for our veterans. So how was it looking down there at Sawyer Point?
Well, they've got boots on the ground and they've got the
The
load-in
real
trucks.
boots on the ground, not the
Real boots.
not
They
the
getting
where
ready
the
to go to work.
fans at. Not I'm talking about the real boots that's been on
Not
the
them
ground.
kind of boots, the working boots.
A working
They've got
boot.
the load-in trucks. They are down there putting up all of the tables and the tents and bringing in the screens and really putting everything together to make sure that we provide our veterans the best services in excellence. And so super excited. Yeah, I got to go down there today at Sawyer Point and just check out the overall setup and make sure that things are flowing for our veterans. And super excited. We have a full day plan for all of our veterans. And of course, we did this event last year at Great American Ballpark. Commissioner Reece, obviously want to thank you, as this is an initiative and your brainchild. And obviously you recognized a problem last year that our veterans were not being serviced as they should, and that the money that the county commissioners were giving over to the veteran service commissioners were not receiving our vets. And so not only did we come with a long-term plan, but we came with an immediate plan of action to make sure that the services were reaching them in a meaningful way. Last year, I believe we serviced about 3,000 veterans. We were able to use one of our community days at Great American Ballpark and provide all of the resources and supportive services that our veterans could think of. As going through this process and hearing from various constituents, really the Veteran Service Commission and the county, we are the stopgap here on the ground. And we provide immediate services as these folks are coming out of servicing our country until they can get their federal benefits. And so being able to facilitate and help in the meantime while they're waiting on a lot of those federal benefits to come through is really rewarding work. And I think we're seeing the fruits of our labor with actual impact happening.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Veda Stevens, and we're going to really get into, a lot of times people see the end results of what we do. We're going to get into the behind the scenes and how it's put together and why it's put together. But I got to take a really quick break, and then we're going to come right back. We've got the one and only BJ Beverly Odoms on the line, and she's calling us from the swimming pool. So we'll take a really quick break. We'll come right back with her after this.
The words that describe my father is from the bottom up, because nobody gave him anything. He's our GOAT, the greatest of all time.
Whenever I need somebody to tell me the truth, he's the person that I go to.
I figured out a long time ago that the greatest profession of all time is ownership.
I don't think your dad's afraid of anybody.
He was always there to support us.
Probably the closest thing I can think of to being self-made.
From the bottom up, the Dr. Stephen Reece Sr. Story, produced and directed by Alicia Reece, available on YouTube.
All right, we're back. Alicia Reece Soul Food, and we say get to the radio. We got so much information, but we want to make sure on Sunday, we just talked about it, August 24th, that's this Sunday, 4 to 7 p.m. at the beautiful home of Beverly Odom. She's on the line calling in. Miss Beverly Odom. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I know you're getting everything ready. You've been next to the pool and ready to go. And we've got Ollie's Trolley's going to come and bring the hot dogs, the hamburgers, and all of that. We were inviting people out to come by, and I would just want to thank you, because a lot of people, thank me and say, hey, you've done a great job. I want to support you. How can I support you? And you came up and said, hey, we're going to do this annual cookout, and we're going to have it at your house. So thank you so much. What can people expect? Did I lose her? Oh my goodness. Okay, she's calling back in. That's what happens when we're streaming. Everything's live, unedited, ready to go. I think we've got her hopefully on the line in a second. Um, we're getting her as we get it back on. Okay, BJ, welcome back. BJ, are you there? Getting it together. Once again. Okay, here we go. I think they're ready for her now. We're getting ready. BJ.
Okay, Kelly. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, this is Sandra.
Oh, this is Sandra. Okay. Well, let's go to Sandra from SOACT. Are you still there?
Yes, I am. How you doing
Hi,
today?
good. How are you? First of all, Sandra, I want to thank you and congratulate you on I want to congratulate you on 33 years.
Thank you.
33 years. Sandra, you building it from the ground up and standing up for our senior citizens.
Yes.
And that is I mean, you were standing up when nobody was. You were telling seniors you got it, you have rights, you got this, you got that. And I just have been working with you over the years, but I had a chance to really work with you as a county commissioner, and I want to thank you. We were able to work with us and work together with the Council on Aging to get the word out. We worked together. I said, I got this idea. I want to do this $1 million fund, and then it became another $2 million fund to help seniors. He's like, I'm gonna get the word out to help them with their gas, electric, and stay in their homes and fix up their homes. And a lot of people said they got that help because they got the information from you with SOAC. And we've been able to work with the 513 Relief Bus, and we now have a seniors day that we do with the 513 Relief Bus. So I just want to thank you because when I want to know about our seniors, I go to you and Miss Viola work to get the seniors on. I can go on and on about everything that you do.
I truly appreciate you. I appreciate all the help, all sometimes I think about just to be able to continue to be a part of that wonderful organization. Now, Venetia Finch is now running things day to day. I am now considered on, I guess, I don't know, out on leave, but I'm still working. So as the agent consultant, that's my new title. And I am pleased and honored. So tomorrow we'll be celebrating 33-year anniversary over at the Graduate. I'm so happy for that. But, the most important piece for me is for our seniors to have the resources they need if they want to age place here in Hamilton County. So that funding went a long way. Is it still needed? Yes. Is more money? Yes. Taxes is high for some of our elders, making sure that their homes have some modifications so they can live in it. It's very important to me. A lot of our old homes, the seniors had stairs, and now they got to try to maneuver things and move things downstairs so that they can keep their homes. The property taxes is really forcing a lot of our seniors to move in family members to help them supplement their income. That shouldn't be. We should be taking care of our seniors, them not taking care of us. So I thank you for this opportunity. And if folks want to get involved, they can always reach out to us at our website, www.so-act.org. So we know the issues, so I tell folks do something, and we have done it. So thank you. When I think about my humble beginnings of working in a nursing home and just really got discouraged a little bit with the lack of community and family participation, caring for our seniors, that's how I got started, out of concern and honoring of my Aunt Mamie, who would have been 112 years old this past August the 9th. So thank you for this opportunity, and we truly, truly appreciate you as well and all the work that you do. So thank you for being a part of SOAC Fabric, and it's going to continue to grow. it's going to continue to grow. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you. And then you got a big, you have a big gala that is coming, up. And that is this Saturday. And unfortunately, I'm so upset I can't be there because I'll be at the my veterans event. But please know that I love my seniors. But you got a big gala coming up Saturday, 33. That is a magical number.
That is a magical number. So again, we appreciate you, and we will definitely be connecting with you, and we're going to do bigger and better things as we continue to grow this organization and make Hamilton County a better place for our seniors. You look at all the different events, and I'm always looking like, is this accessible to the elders? Could they come to this event? Could I get my wheelchair down this grass? Could I use my walker? So I ask this county, this city to always think about having a session put aside for our seniors like we did for the BFR. There has to be an intentional space if you really want our seniors to be engaged and involved in our community. So I thank you for allowing me this opportunity to talk, okay?
I appreciate that. And like I said, thank you, because at the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, I said, I got to have my seniors. So they come
that was so powerful. they had so much fun. that was like the icing on the cake for the summer. If nothing else happened good, I can tell you they're still raving and going on about that opportunity. So we thank you for that. That was a heck of a celebration, and this county needs to be honored and grateful for that. So thank you, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you so much, because you stay involved, you keep connected.
I'm still involved.
The state of the county, when I did the state of the county, I said, I got to have my seniors. And you was like, we gonna be there. Y'all had the T-shirts on.
Had the T-shirts on.
Old
That's
Lives
right.
Matter. I had them in the front seat. But what was amazing to me, out of 285 years of Hamilton County being in existence, many of them said, this is my first time ever even knowing about the state of the county. And I couldn't believe it, because they've been around and been contributing and paying taxes for so many years. So just thanking you again for the partnership and everything that you're doing. And congratulations again to SOAC. It's in great hands as you're transitioning and moving that forward. And again, we'll have to have you back on and tell your story.
I appreciate that, okay? Because we got a lot going on. We can talk about everything, okay?
Okay, we'll do. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, thank you. And let's see. Do we have we got somebody else on the line? Okay, let's see who we got this time. The lines are jumping. So we'll see. All right, who is this on the phone? Is this Teresa Burns?
This Teresa Burns, United States Army veteran, disabled American veteran, on the line.
Salute. Thank you so much for your service. And Teresa has been my advisor as it relates to our veterans, and keeping me informed in all of just the processes. My grandfather, he was in the Navy, and but he passed away. He wasn't here when I'm at the county. And Teresa, I want to thank you for your leadership, because you have been very active. And when we were having those tough times with the Veterans Services Commission at that time, and I'm happy to say that we're partnering and working together now. We got new leadership and new board folks, and I was happy to appoint Lincoln Ware as my appointment. But you were at the meetings, you have gone through the process, you've served our country, and you were just so great at keeping us, saying, hey, this is right, but this ain't right, but that ain't right. And so I just wanted to thank you, and I appreciate you being on the show today.
Oh, I appreciate it. And thanks to you, Commissioner Reece, because once you found out about it, you took action. And I really appreciate that, because there was a time when I got out back in 1990, I didn't realize what was all available for us veterans and everything. And you have really done a remarkable, awesome job in getting it done. Because last year, if this year going to be anything more like last year, when we go out to this military Veteran Appreciation Day, everybody need to come on out, because you're in for a great time, an excellent time.
Well, I appreciate it. And you got to see it go from an idea. I presented this idea, and I ran it past you. You said, yeah, this would be great to have a one-stop, so people don't have to go over here, over there, call, You said it's just sometimes discouraging because it was be overwhelming. And I said, okay, well, yeah, maybe I introduced this one stop. And then you got to see it go from the pen and paper to 3,000 veterans showing up.
I sure did. You did an awesome job. And for it to start out at the Great American Ballpark, that was huge also. That was huge. Just the name, the Great American Ballpark. Yeah, it was wonderful. We
That
enjoyed
was
all
perfect. I said we got to go there, and we had looked at those leases, the stadium leases that we hear so much about, and in those leases we supposed to have community days. And I said, well, what would we? But we never had one. We never used it. And I said, let's do one. And that was the first time we tried it in almost 30 years. And we went to the Great American, like you said, ballpark. It wasn't a game. It was just the veterans. And veterans also got a chance to tour it. Some veterans had never been there before. And they got a chance to tour. And that they got a picture of you and I at the Great American Ballpark for the kickoff. And now this has become an annual event. We'll be at Sawyer Point this Saturday. Was an annual event, but that was the test case. And people said, I don't know if anybody going to show up. And they showed up. And I just want to thank you for helping us get the word out and connecting us and being a great advisor on what will really help veterans. That was my question. What would really help them? And
but still, it still ain't gonna stop for me appreciating you, Commissioner Reece, because once you found out over the 30 years that the Veteran Service Commission, I don't know how many decades they've been down there, but this is like the second year. And for you, for this to come out to help the veterans, it's huge. And I just want to commend and I want to thank you so much for it. Because like I said, when I got out the military, I went down to do two things. They told me to turn in my DD 214 and go to report to the post office. But that one stop, when I went down to the Veteran Service Commission, nobody pulled me by the hand and said nothing. So you really woke up the whole county on what the commission is supposed to be doing. And thanks to you, they're doing it right now. And I just commend you, Commissioner Reece.
I appreciate you. And I'll see you Saturday. Thank you
so
much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Well, we're Alicia Reece Soul Food for the Soul, and we are getting ready for tomorrow. And I'm excited about it. If you know a veteran, please let them know about Saturday at Sawyer Point. Saturday at Sawyer Point. It starts at 2:00. We got a ribbon cutting. It goes from 2:00 to 10 p.m. They got music, they got food, and most importantly, we've got services that can directly help our veterans. And that is what is so important to me. Now we're going to go back let's go back downtown. Let's see. No, we're going to bring in Jackie, who's in the studio now. See if she's in the studio, and we're going to bring in Veda as well. We're going to take the scroll down so we can get the veteran information up. All right. We're back. Okay, now let's see. Are we able to do it and get Jackie on camera as well? Or is that going to be... No, we can't. Okay, hold on. Let me... we can't do both? Okay. Well, then we had to go back and forth. Can we go back and forth? Okay. All right. We're learning a lot about this streaming. We're going to get this thing down. Veda, he ain't going to get me. What's that? Kanai or Tanai, whatever his name is. He's not going to get me, Veda. I'm going to have him. He's not going to get me. I'm going to be streaming too. What's that? DDG and all that? They ain't getting me. I'm streaming. All right. So we got Jackie. We done brought Jackie into the conversation. We've got Jackie. We've got Veda. And we're now getting ready. We're talking about things, these key initiatives. Okay. Now, when we go back and forth, can you just put Veda by itself and not me next to him? Okay. That'd be great. All right. So first of all, let's go with Jackie. Jackie, before you became the director of outreach in my office and administrative, you said that you have a uncle that you had heard about the veterans information. So you were kind of like people who were listening to us. You had heard about me talking about it. It was a struggle, because we always got to go with how we started. It was a struggle. It was said that we weren't helping veterans. I found out. I jumped up out the bed. I said, "My granddaddy ain't gonna jump out the grave and get my behind." You know, and when you're young, you always remember granddaddy don't play. You know what I'm saying? And we were able to introduce a motion, and Veda talk a little bit about that. But you heard about it, the one stop, and then we said we're gonna have it on the bus. And tell us a little bit about, you had shared a story with me.
Yeah. So my uncle Albert Taggart served in the military, and last year, he was struggling a little bit with his house. Things need to be fixed, that sort of thing. And I heard you talking about this Veterans Day, and so I called him. It was the last minute because I was on my way out of town. I called him. I said, "You need to get down to Great American Ballpark because Commissioner Reece is doing this thing for the veterans, and they're supposed to be able to help you like right on the spot." And he couldn't get there. Something was wrong with the car. Couldn't get there. So afterwards, I told him, "Hey, you have to go to the 513 relief bus because the veterans people are going to be on the 513 relief bus." He went to the 513 relief bus, and then he was able to get his DD 214 and get some information about getting some help, getting his house fixed up, this sort of thing. Well, my uncle was he's in really good shape. This was my cool uncle, the one, he was only 82 years old, and he was in good shape, but suddenly he passed away on April the 2nd. And my sister and I had to go through his things, and that DD 214, it was right on top, right? So when I talked to the funeral home, that's one thing that JC Battle is really good at, making sure people get their veterans benefits.
Yes.
And he said, "Well, we need a DD 214," and I said, "Well, I got it," And
Right.
it was just because I thought to tell him to come down to this amazing thing that you were doing, that we were able to get him expeditiously buried at the Dayton National Cemetery. And it didn't cost us a thing. And it was a remarkable ceremony. It was just, we were blessed.
Yeah, and the thing when you told me that story, because a lot of times you do things, you're like, okay, does it really have an impact? And I'm really going to be pushing people to know more about that DD 214, because that's where the family benefits afterwards, and we're leaving too many benefits on the table. And so it was great to combine those two initiatives, the Veterans Appreciation Day and then the 513 Relief Bus. Those are two initiatives of many that I've been able to push forward, and I'm glad to see how it all comes together. And the same thing, I would bring Veda in on this. Veda, talk to us. I mean, the processes to get these things moving are not easy processes, but they have been able to, you all get the calls and everything. We just had a back to school major event at Agape Ministries in Bond Hill last week. That was the initiative. I said, I want to have a back to school with the buses. And I've always done back to school before I was even a county commissioner. As a state rep, I gave out over 2,000 book bags and so forth. I used to always have. And I said, well, let's do this with the bus. We did it last year, did it this year. And you got a chance to go there to represent us. But tell us about these initiatives and how it's helping people, the veterans and the behind the scenes. I mean, it's when I come up with an idea, I know y'all like, oh Lord, here she comes. But we don't just have an idea. We've got to fight to, how we're going to fund it. And we got to fight to get it passed. And a lot of times we don't get it passed the first time, or it doesn't go the first time. We keep at it, and then we've got to stay with it to make sure it works. I mean, we're doing walkthroughs. We're looking at talk a little bit about that, Veda.
Yeah, I will first, say whether it is the Veterans Appreciation Day event or it is the 513 Relief Bus, what sets these initiatives and the work that we're accomplishing in this Office of the County apart really is number one, folks understand that they are going to leave with tangibles. They're going to leave with something. They're leaving better than they came. And that is something that is very vital with the work that we do, that everything has to be measured. And so you're right, there is a process. Take example, the Veteran Service Commission. When we found out that after they were receiving the money, that it was not reaching the veterans as it should, nor expanding in the way that it could, we immediately went and started looking and researching the Ohio state law and working with the county administration, to see how we could fill the gaps. And upon doing all of that, we had to figure out, how we were going to ensure that they were receiving supportive services, how we were going to make sure that we maximize community engagement, and overall strengthen accountability long term. And as we said earlier, there was a short-term problem and a long-term problem. Now we can wait on the state and we can wait on the feds, and that's a whole process in of itself. You got to go to the House, and you got to go to the Senate, and then there are multiple amendments, and then the governor, we're crossing our fingers that he signs off on it, and it's a long process. But we had folks that were getting ready to lose their home, people that had bills that needed to be paid, folks who had food that they needed put on the table. And so how do you service people in an immediate fashion where it's real, it's tangible? And I believe that's what this veteran service event does, as well as the 513 relief bus and a lot of our signature initiatives. The other thing I will tell you is a lot of the partners and service organizations that we are partnering with as it relates to the bus, UC Health, Talbert House, Jobs and Family Services, or even with the Veteran Service Commission. We have got a myriad of partners, including the U.S. Army, Disabled American Veterans, VA Medical Center, Cincinnati Parks. A lot of these organizations are telling us that they're reaching folks that otherwise would never be seeking them out. We're helping to connect the gaps. We're bringing the decision makers to the table, connecting folks with the services in a way that is real. I was just reading an article earlier today in the Los Angeles Times, and they were talking about folks calling the feds and being on phones for 4 and 5 hours and to get their GI benefits, to get their VA benefits. And we're going to have veteran service officers on the spot, on the ground on Saturday that are prepared to help you where there isn't a large wait time, and you can have that interface interaction as it relates to getting your disability claims filed, your VA benefits. They're also going to be doing work on the PACT Act benefits, and these are for vets that have been exposed to toxic substances and burn pits. And so we're going to have it all in one place. And you're right, these things are not easy. It was November of 23 when we initially put together and drafted the motion to support these veterans, which included establishing an ombudsman, making sure that we had procurement involved to improve transportation services, and also this veteran service event. And, these things don't come without a struggle. And so, the labor of getting people to see the vision before it comes to fruition is half the battle. And then, as you say, seeing it until the end, meeting after meeting, and making sure that we're doing things in excellence and in a way that is going to be measurable and have real results. And as you're hearing, folks are calling, folks are emailing the office, regardless of your zip code, regardless of your background, and saying, man, after hearing about it and actually coming, I left with something. And that is the most rewarding part about the work that we're doing. We're reaching people, and we are also able to ensure that lives are being changed. You mentioned I did have the opportunity to go to Agape Love Ministries over in the Bon Hill Roselawn community. And upon being there, I arrived in the morning and there was a line wrapped around the church. And that's indicative that the need is there, that people are struggling and they need help. And so when you're able to come in these communities and provide something that, as you say, Commissioner, oftentimes is more than a leaflet fair. I'm not giving you my card and telling you to call me back, but people are leaving able to submit their applications, be connected right then and there. Last Saturday, we did physicals, we did immunizations, we did birth certificates, we gave away backpacks, we gave away school supplies, we did financial literacy workshops within the church. And it's a wonderful thing when you can have host communities and locations that see the vision, they catch the vision, and they're willing to roll up their sleeves and join you so that it is a real partnership. And we're maximizing and leveraging all of our partners. And it is so crucial. A lot of times, you know, being at the county and being within the city, we see, you know, we work in silos and everybody's kind of doing their own thing. And that's part of why these gaps exist. But when we can come together, and if I can't help you, but I can refer you to somebody who can, I think we're doing our job. People don't care how much you know until they know that you care. And there is so much care and impact in this work.
Absolutely. And one of the things, and I've got Jackie here, one of the things I think is super important is, and let's pull Jackie in on this visual. One of the things I think is important is that I've established a standard in my career. No matter where I've been at the city, I've been at the state, and I've been at the county. And all these things are standard. They didn't just happen. We didn't just start doing physicals on the bus. That's something I said, I want physicals on the bus. We didn't just start giving out backpacks. I said, I want backpacks, physicals on the bus. I want action oriented. And that's the standard. We didn't just say, oh, veterans, and we just got some booths. And I said, no, this will not be a leaflet fair. So we have established standards of action. And when you know that me and my office is involved, is going to be information with some action to the best of our abilities. Jackie, you coming on new on the team. Talk about that. You've had a chance to, whether even the Walk of Fame, it just didn't, oh my God, it just showed up and we had a production and everything was done from scratch. We went from rocks to what it's going to look like, to what I want the event to be, to standards. We've created a standard. I have a standard.
Yeah, you said that before, and I remember very distinctly someone questioned you about whether the Walk of Fame was going to be quality. And I think what was your mother's phrase? She said we started excellence.
We started quality and then work our way up.
Right. And that has become very familiar to me, watching you do what you do in excellence, which makes me so excited to be a part of this team. You know, that everything that we do is done in excellence. And sometimes it might look easy on the end, but there was a lot of long nights and long weekends that go into making everything excellent. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of every product that we've turned out. Everything that you've done since I've been on the team has been just in excellence. So that makes me excited.
Yeah, and action. We want action. We want information and resources connecting, as Beta said earlier. So come out to the veterans event. It's some action. I told them, don't come out here with just some hot dogs and some. That's how I talk. Is how I talk. Don't come out here with some hot dogs and some fireworks. I need some veterans to be helped. We're going to get more veterans signed up for this DD 214 because we're leaving too many benefits on the table. When the person who served our country dies, you get the flag and you get the medals, but they leaving you out the benefits. So you got to have that DD 214. They talked about the pack, that some of the different things, everything you need to know. You won't have an AI. You won't have no robot you talking to. You're going to talk to a real person who can give you some real answers, and you can have a real conversation. So please get there between 2 and 6. And then we've got the fun and activities that will follow. We've got a senior event that'll be coming up soon with our bus, even with the seniors. I said, we line dancing, but we got to get some help. the Black Music Walk of Fame. We got on our all white, and that's great, but we're here to give the stories and the education of these artists who've been left behind, who have impacted, music all over the country. So those are the things that I want everybody to know. That's how I roll, even if we don't, sometimes Alicia Reece, you didn't get the votes for so and so and so and so. We're there to try to get something for the people. We're trying to get something. When I come out of this, we got something for the people. And so please don't let the veterans be sitting at home. Don't wait on Veterans Day and say, man, they're going to let me go to Outback and get something, a free hamburger or a free steak. We're doing more than that. This event is totally free. 2 p.m. We're starting. Don't worry about it. They got a lot of activities downtown. We got some free parking for you right around Sawyer Point. Free parking, free food, free for the family. Come on out. And this is one of my major initiatives. You've heard a lot about the Black Music Walk of Fame. That's great. But the veterans is one of my biggest initiatives. Also, the 513 Relief Bus is one of my biggest initiatives. So the Office of Youth is one of my big initiatives. The Office of Small Business is one of my big initiatives. Small Business Day, Pitch Night, one of my big initiatives. So we're working to try to get things for the people. And I hate that I couldn't get BJ. I want to thank her again, BJ, for hosting us on Sunday. Y'all come on out. We have a cookout, and we're excited to be with her. And hopefully y'all could come and join us Sunday. And yes, I'm getting in the pool, but you ain't got to get in the pool. Girl, I can't get in no two-piece now. Neither can I. You don't have to wear that. You come and enjoy, and we're going to enjoy. So I was trying to see if I could get her, but I don't know. BJ, okay, I got you. You're live on the air. BJ, real quick, tell everybody. We got 2 minutes.
Hello, everyone. Hope you can make it Sunday. Did you tell them about that, Alicia?
Yeah, you tell them.
Okay, this Sunday from 4 p.m. until 7, we want everybody possible to come out and help celebrate her appreciation, gratitude ceremony. And she's also having a free fundraiser if you can. It's not mandatory, but we need all donations if you can spare it. We're going to have a wonderful time. We got some food, music, swim if you want. Communicate with Alicia to find out what's going to come down the pike. She's already done incredible things, and we want her to continue doing incredible things. So come and support, give a donation, celebrate with us, and show our love for Alicia Reece.
All right, what's the address?
1335 Westminster Drive in Paddock Hills. You can't miss it. If you have any problem, please email me, call me, Beverly Odoms, BJ, 513-884-4998. Once again, the address, 1335
Okay.
Westminster Drive.
All right, thank you, BJ. We'll see you Sunday. I appreciate it. All right, everybody, I'll see you Saturday, veterans, and then I'll see y'all Sunday for another great time. All right, until next time, everybody. Peace.